In the summer of 2019, something extraordinary happened in the cold, silent waters of the Gulf of Alaska. A supply ship named Everlight disappeared from radar for exactly 11 minutes. The official report was hidden, sealed away from the public, but the surviving crew, those who lived through that night, shared a story that still chills anyone who listens. This is their account. The Everlight left Seattle on a calm, quiet evening, the kind of evening sailors call too peaceful to trust. Captain Ryan Cole, a man with 20 years of experience at sea, led a crew of 13. Their mission sounded simple: deliver medical supplies to a remote northern research base. Nothing dangerous, nothing unusual. The sky was clear, the ocean almost mirror flat. But Captain Ryan had a strange feeling in his chest. Not fear, something heavier. Like the ocean itself was watching them. Hours passed quietly. The crew joked, worked, drank coffee, and prepared for another routine night. But at 9:47 p.m., everything changed. The radar picked up an unusual signal. A huge object, moving fast beneath the ship. Too fast to be a whale, too big to be any known submarine. The crew thought it was a glitch. They'd seen radar errors before, but then something impossible happened. The temperature around them dropped instantly, from mild to freezing cold. Their breath became visible, and a dense fog formed out of nowhere, swallowing the ship like a giant mouth. Daniel, one of the youngest crewmen, stepped outside to check the deck. He leaned over the railing, and his heart nearly stopped. Far beneath the surface, something was glowing. A massive, circular blue light, slowly moving under the Everlight. Then another circle, and another, like giant eyes, slowly blinking up at them from the deep. Before Daniel could even shout, the entire ship trembled. A violent metallic boom rang through the hull. The deck vibrated. Containers shook. The lights flickered like dying candles. It felt as if the ship had collided with something enormous, something alive. Captain Ryan shouted, "Everyone inside, now!" But the ocean around them was already changing into something unnatural. A colossal wave formed beside the ship, so tall it blocked half the night sky. Winds roared, spiraling out of nowhere. The ocean, moments ago calm, now twisted like a massive whirlpool. The glowing circles beneath them began to move faster, forming a pattern. Not random, but intelligent, controlled, as if whatever was down there was circling them, studying them. Then the engines died. Lights went black. The alarms blared in the dark, echoing through the metal halls. The ship drifted helplessly. The only sound was the deep, rhythmic roar of the ocean, like something breathing beneath them. Inside the bridge, the crew tried desperately to restart the power. Buttons clicked, switches flipped, nothing worked. The entire control panel was dead, as if something below them was draining the power itself. Then Daniel whispered, his voice shaking, "Captain, it's rising." From the deep, a massive shadow, shapeless, endless, began to rise toward the surface. No clear outline, just a wall of darkness. Bigger than the ship, bigger than anything they had ever seen. The creature scraped against the bottom of the Everlight, leaving long, deep gashes across the metal hull. The entire ship groaned under the pressure. Fog thickened until it was impossible to see even a few feet ahead. The vessel tilted dangerously as the vortex tightened around them. Tools and loose gear slid across the deck. Some crew members prayed. Others held onto railings with shaking hands. Captain Ryan shouted for everyone to move to the emergency hold. They did, running in panic, while the ship twisted like a toy in a giant's grip. Then, just as suddenly as it all began, everything stopped. The ocean fell silent. The fog slowly rolled back into the darkness, and the glowing eyes disappeared beneath the surface, fading into a calm that felt almost unreal. For 11 full minutes, the Everlight vanished from every radar in the region. At sunrise, the Coast Guard finally located the drifting ship. No power, no engines, no signal, just silence. When investigators boarded, they found deep claw-like marks carved into the hull. Several containers missing, ripped clean off the deck, and patches of metal burned black, as if something extremely hot had touched them. When the crew was asked what happened, most refused to speak. But Captain Ryan gave one statement, only one. Whatever followed us that night, it wasn't from our world, and it wasn't